everybody out on this road, man. What's up, Lord Jack? What up? Hey, Kales. Man, everybody cut me off and starting to tick me off. Got to throw his sucker in park, yo, and start throwing hands out here. Right in the road, I'm telling you. Y'all hit that like button. We about to throw hands in the middle of the interstate, yo. People are crazy. Well, I don't think I guess you can consider a type of crazy stupid crazy. That's what's out here today. Doggone, man. I mean, I think some people feel entitled, you know, they're like, oh, I am so special. I'm above the law. I'm entitled. I can do what I want when I'm on the road. You know, I swear to God, you can't be that dumb. I just don't believe it. You get on my nerves, man. Drive like idiots. What up, Patrick? What up, Delane? Oh man, driving is so easy to do, but there's obviously a lot of people that think they know how to, and they don't. Man, because I swear I've been itching for somebody to test me. I get it on camera too. YouTube probably take it down though. I don't know. I guess you can see fights on YouTube, can't you? Good job, Ray. I think you're doing better this go around, ain't you? The window works sometimes, and sometimes it don't. Dwayne, just breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. I've seen better days. I guess I shouldn't have left out so late. I should have left earlier. It's like, look at this garbage. Grab that left lane. Yeah, hit that brake, bobtail. Hit it, son. I've never understood why so many people want to go to the city. Like, I don't get it. Like, hey, surprise! Guess what we're doing today? We're going to Cincinnati! What kid went, yay! We're going to the city, yay! Yeah, yes sir, Dwayne. We're in it. You know, I figured since I was in it, I would absolutely put you all in it as well. You know, that because I'm cool like that. I'm your cool friend. I'm in the middle of it. I only got myself to blame. I didn't care, Somebody's got to do it. If it ain't me, it'll be somebody else. There's always somebody else that'll do it for you. Always. Patrick was in the middle of it last week. Where'd you go last week, Patrick? Got a 5-point seatbelt connected to your chair. To Cincinnati. You going home, ain't you, buddy? He's going to the crib. Come on, let's get down through here. I'm gonna go. It's going to probably be like this all the way up to Dayton. Trucking don't pay good enough to have to tolerate this garbage. I think I'm just going to go work in a factory instead of having to deal with this. But I mean, there's I guess they make idiots everywhere, though. They say gangsters is everywhere. Well, idiots is everywhere as well. Y'all hit the like button, have a combo. We got the police here. Fort Mitchell Police. Should say Fort Mitchell Public Servants. That's what it should say. Rock and roll, baby. He was looking at his phone. Looking at his phone, I blow the horn, he looked right up. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Bobtail, you think you're slick. You're on your phone while driving, and then you make me sick. Let's hammer down. Yeah, buddy. Get in your lane. Stay in your lane now. Phone, another one on the phone. I've been seeing a lot of folks on the phone today. Caught the firefighter. on his phone. Everybody in the fire truck was on a phone. Every one of them, including the driver. Oh, well, we're back to stopping. Yay. There's nothing I want to do more but stop and sit in traffic. It's the best thing ever. Look at all those cows. We got cows, Bestie. We got cows. Yeah, I'm glad Kels is back too. You know, she's been MIA a lot lately. You're breaking our heart, Kels. Grind those gears, Bessie. Hurry up and wait. Gotta hurry up and wait, yo. Oh man, it's yeah, I think I might consider just going to a factory and working, because this stuff is for the birds, yo. I've been doing this long enough. And then I could be home. I'd already be home if I worked in the local factory. Well, I would actually just got off work, so. And those people are making, after taxes, $1,200 a week in the factory, like doggone. But that's 60 hours, but hell, I drive a truck, I do this shit 70 hours a week. I can get by on $1,200 a week. 60 hours ain't nothing. I was working 80, 90, 100 hours a week before I drove a truck. 60 hours ain't, that's nothing. Riding those gears. Is it raining in Indiana, Kales? Coming down the hill, we about to see downtown Cincinnati here in a second. I've always liked coming into Cincinnati at nighttime. It's pretty cool. If you're ever going through Cincinnati, it's always best to, well, if you're going north, grab this left lane and go. partly sunny. 92, yeah. 91 here. Looks like it might be raining up through here somewhere in Ohio. Yep. We ain't in Ohio yet, but we're almost there. Oh, it is raining by you, Patrick. Okay, so I should expect rain then. Cincinnati's right down here. Everybody got to slow down like they ain't never seen a city before. Cincinnati's really not that impressive. There it is. There's Cincinnati. only these left 2 lanes go north. What's up, man? Hello? When you come to America, man, hello. I don't know if you can drive over here, but just it's pretty simple. It's just the opposite of what you do in England. Manilow's coming to America for one reason, and that's to see Manilow. So you just coming over here to do that, and then you just going right back? Or you staying a little while, or what? I don't remember. Check on the lovely Kales. It's a match made in YouTube heaven. You know, if you all got married, we could probably get sponsored by David Bridal. Because y'all, you know, I'd have to live stream y'all's wedding. That'd be sweet, wouldn't it? And then Manilow would have dual citizenship. And then you could probably get citizenship in Great Britain. So you could roam freely, you know, to both countries. Yeah, it actually just came to my mind. Sounds planned, don't it? I just thought that all up, just out of nowhere. I guess I can show the city instead of the road. Yeah, it's just the city. There's the Bengal Stadium over there, right down there, but that's where they do their little tent stuff, their practice. I went to a Reds game here. Their stadium's awesome. It's very kid friendly. They got a park inside there for kids. It's sweet. I have a video of it, of him playing on that playground in there, but I don't want to put all those kids on the internet. You know what I mean? I try not to put my kids on the internet. People are terrible. I saw some shit the other day, yesterday actually, that it's I probably shouldn't even talk about it. It's terrible. There's the Great Ohio River. There it is, baby. Look how massive that sucker is. Look at that. That thing is massive river. long way down. Choo-choo train. Choo-choo, choo-choo. Looks like it's empty. So sweet, Manilow. Manilow's got game. It's gonna be a shotgun wedding. Low class. Welcome Cincinnati, settled 1788. So it's an old city. That's going to be a double barrel, Dwayne. You know, a double barrel shotgun is the first gun I ever shot. I was like 5 years old, 5 or 6 years old. And I picked it up and I threw it up real quick and I aimed at a pop can and I squeezed the trigger and it knocked me down. I'll never forget that. Yeah, I believe it was, or about my height anyway. I was able to sling it up real quick and squeeze the trigger real fast. Try to aim and squeeze the trigger. And that was, I wasn't able to hold it up too long. So I swung it up and I tried to aim real quick and I squeezed the trigger and it kicked me back. I fell down. But I still had the shotgun in my hands. Yep, I didn't drop the shotgun though. I didn't drop it. I held on to that sucker. I sure did. Goodness gracious. pinch of salt. Baja Gold Mineral Sea Salt. Unrefined and natural pure. I would say Cincinnati, to be honest with you. I've been through Chicago a lot, and I've always seemed to cruise through Chicago, but when it's bad, though, it's bad. I mean, even going downtown Chicago, like you will still, like you'll stop, you know, and move, but like it's not that bad. But I would definitely say, even though Chicago is a major city, it's way bigger than Cincinnati. I would still say Chicago's better than Cincinnati. I'd rather be in Chicago than Cincinnati. That'll probably vary from person to person. But with my experience, I pick Chicago is better. Like, what is that, 290, 294, something up there, I can't remember. You can take 94, you can take the Eisenhower, I think it's Eisenhower Expressway or whatever. It's pretty simple. You know, 90 or 94 goes right through downtown Chicago, and that's probably the worst part about it, but I mean, it's not that bad. But if there is an accident around Chicago somewhere, it can be very bad. But usually it's like this, driving through Chicago, it's open. But what happens up there sometimes, I think it's on Eisenhower, like the ghetto is right beside the interstate. And what happens sometimes if you go up through there, like you don't stop. You just don't stop. If you break down, you might be in trouble. But what happens is those gangs up there, they'll be fighting and they'll come out into the interstate. And so, like, you know, a lot of people, you know, accidentally get shot and shit. You know, it happens. It spills out onto the Eisenhower. text I've been waiting on for a month. Let's see what that said real well. Give it just a minute. I've been waiting on that text for a month, man. Let's see what it says here. We haven't gotten anywhere new. Oh man. Alright, that's not bad. That's not too bad. You know, Dwayne, you got me. You got me, brother. I did not. I have intentions on doing so this weekend. Like, man, oh man. Ugh. Because, you know, this past weekend I wasn't able to do anything that had to be done, that needed to be done. Like the pool, for an example. Because, you know, I was working on that car all weekend. And so, this weekend, I'm not going to neglect it for anybody. Unless there is a total emergency, like something, you know, something like that. There's a legit emergency where I'm like, well, I gotta neglect the pool and the yard again. Like, you know, but other than that, it ain't happening. I'm gonna get me a 24 pack of beer and I'm getting some shit done, yo. And you know what? I may even do a live. I'm like, hey guys, look, we're getting it done. I'll show you the progress, Dwayne. If you live so close to me, you can come over and help me. I can't, buddy, I tell you what, you know, I moved back home. I know a lot of people. I live in my home area. And man, I don't know what happened to my friends, but they are totally lazy. I'm like, what happened to you? Whoa, car, whoa. So I had myself, I did everything for that pool by myself. And then I ended up, you know, sharing some information with some people. I made them feel bad. And then there was a couple of people that was had legitimate answers, you know. And then, you know, you can't get people to help you with nothing. Like, y'all, I didn't even ask them for money. Like, hey, pay me for you to help me. You know, I didn't even ask them for money. I just asked for, you know, a hand. You can't get people to lend you a hand. The only time they'll lend you a hand is if you give money. It's like, goodness gracious. What have we come to? What's the world came to? What's wrong with society? And I just went to a friend's house like at midnight, like 2 weeks ago. I went to his house. He wasn't home, and I called him. He answered the phone. He's like, I was like, you know, he's like, hey, I'm almost to the house. I was like, well, okay, I'm at your house right now. I said, I'll back out of the driveway so you can pull in, and I'll pull in behind you. Well, he had a friend with him. I can't remember his name. He was an Indian. He was a Blackfoot Indian, about 380 pounds. First time I met this guy, and we were, you know, me and them were talking the stories. They had been drinking. I shared. He was drinking. My good friend grew up with him. He was drinking Bush Lime. He's like, here, Gunner, try one. I was like, yeah, I'll try one, man. And it's pretty good. But anyway, he was just telling that Indian, that Blackfoot Indian, that. About me, you know, talking like, you know, he's a good guy. Like, if I ever needed anything, like, if he's available, I could call him, and Gunner will be there for me. I was like, I appreciate that, Reese. And I'll be damned. I had needed him, and he didn't come through. was like, yo, man, I need your help. No. But it's funny, there's a guy down the street from me. We call him Benny. You know, I never really knew the guy that well. Back in the day, he used to date this girl that I knew really well. You know, I used to hang out with her, and you know, we've lived together and all kinds of stuff way back. But anyway, he was dating her, you know, vice versa. But I didn't really know him that well. And I talked to him about a month ago, and he was willing to help me with the chicken coop. But I didn't take his help. I did that by myself. I do my best not to ask anybody for anything. You know, I try to be self-sufficient, independent, rely totally on myself. You know, I think I'm like that because I've never had any type of assistance throughout my entire life. And I think that might be why I'm that way. I try to do things all on my own without asking anybody for anything. Because when you do ask them for something, they're not there. Like, oh shit, Gunner's got some work. He wants some help. I'll block his phone number temporarily. You know, like I say, you find out who your friends are. You do. You might have like one real true friend, just one. You might. It's a big might. I had a best friend. He's dead now. He passed on. But that dude, I mean, he was loyal. That was the best person I've ever known in my life. And I've known a lot of good people, but he was different. He saved my life one day. Possibly saved my life one day. When this guy, we had been drinking, and we went for a little cruise down the road. And I was like, hey, yo, I gotta take a leak, you know, I gotta relieve myself. So we pull over, I get out to take a leak. Next thing you know, there's a guy that came out of nowhere, and he put a 38 special right in the center of my chest. And he wanted money. And I told him no. Anyway, we ain't gonna talk about that story. Yep. I mean, when you get down to it, if you really dig into it, you'll find out that you don't really have that many friends. You might have really good friends. If you might have 2 or 3, like top-notch friends. The older you get, the less friends you have. It's fascinating looking back, you know, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 years old, you know, and you see so many people. And if you think back, you can see a lot of them just where they disappeared. You know, and then today, you know, and you see like, well, shit, there's nobody. You know, it's crazy. They won't do it, Dwayne. They won't do that. Fire department does not do that. Already looked into it. I'm just going to have to take that water hose I got and throw it in there. You know, a water hose roughly, you know, ejects out like, you know, anywhere between 5 and 10 gallons per minute. So it's almost an 11,000 gallon pool. So if you do the math, that's, you know, if it's, I don't know, 8 gallons a minute, then that means it's like in an hour, that's like 420 gallons. So 420 gallons an hour, so it should take about 25 hours. To fill it. So if it's 5 gallons per minute, it'd probably take about 30 hours. Man, I'm gonna have to call the water company. Okay, y'all give me a discount on some water? I gotta fill the pool, yo. No, I'm not pumping it out of a well. If it was a well, man, that would take forever. That'd probably take 6 days or longer. Ronald Reagan Highway. You know those tree trimmer guys, they make decent money. So if you're young, looking for a job, look for your local tree trimming company and you'll make some dough. Yeah, see, if I was in a factory, I would have got home right now. Get out of trucking. Trucking's for the birds. I'm talking to those people up in Indiana, so hopefully that'll work out. Well, where is this load going? It's going to Motor City. Yep, what I do is I take some medical supply into a city, and then they'll load it up on small trucks and they'll distribute it all throughout the city. To urgent cares, you know, their hospitals, clinics. So this is what I, you know, I haul it. A lifeline's what I haul, you know. 95% of the time. So it goes all over the place. Detroit, Kansas, Texas, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, New Jersey. Goes a lot of places. But I don't ever take those New Jersey loads. New Mexico, take it to Albuquerque, and you just offload it. Smaller trucks get it, take it into the cities. This is how you all get your medical supplies. So you go to the hospital because you broke your arm. This is how you get it. This is what I'm doing right now. You need a boot for your leg, you know, sling, whatever. So next time you go to the hospital, you got to get something like that. You can probably think, well, Gunner most likely brought this, because most likely I did. Go to Florida. I'm not actually supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be going to Florida, but I'm not. There's some weather up northern Michigan, up to UP. I appreciate you looking, Dwayne. I appreciate that. Do we have any weather going on from here, Cincinnati up to Michigan? You know, Detroit. Does it look good for about the next 4 hours? Yeah, to about 8 o'clock or so. About 8 o'clock. It had recently rained here, because if you can see the asphalt is kind of wet, but we didn't see it. It's over there. All right, Dwayne. Thank you, Dwayne. Appreciate it, brother. I look for, see what the weather's saying tomorrow too, because I gotta come right back through here. I'll just sit right here. I really want to sit right here though. Yeah, let's get out on this lane. This don't look good. Yeah. Grind those gears because left the Jake on. Turn it back on. Did that camera turn? I think it did. One of the biggest weather system I see is around Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, that must have been what just came through here. And they got thunderstorms there. Okay. What's going on tomorrow from Michigan all the way down to Tennessee? Can you look at that real quick? Or like, if you don't, I mean, I can do it later. See what's going on tomorrow morning through Ohio and Kentucky come about 1 o'clock. Say like Lexington, see what's going on in like North Baltimore, Ohio, Lexington, Kentucky, and Knoxville, Tennessee. All goes well, should be back in Tennessee about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Damn autocorrect. You gotta delete that D word. You got You can't say damn in the chat, Dwayne. You're having to delete all your comments. Ow. What was that? Goodness gracious, this traffic. You know, I should know that being a moderator. You're fine, brother. You're fine. I'm glad you made me laugh, man. It's been pretty hard here lately. No, seriously, Kentucky and Ohio is going to be just fine. Tennessee looks good too. All right. That's for tomorrow. Hey, what's the temperature going to be in K-Town tomorrow? If you hear somebody say K-Town, they're referring to Knoxville, Tennessee. Going to K-Town. And see, I wish I had all these people out here as subscribers and hit the like button. We'd be doing a lot better. I can't get pull up teachers. Teacher is on this. I think it's safe to assume it'll probably at least be 90 degrees in K-Town tomorrow, so we'll just go with that. Man, earlier this morning, I had to go out to the garden. When I drive a truck, I'm always seeing my vegetables late, you know. So I had to go out to the garden. I looked at it last night a little bit, but I didn't see anything. I guess because I really didn't inspect it that well. But this morning I went out there and inspected the garden, and I had like 5 humongous cucumbers. And I'm thinking, man, like, nobody checks my garden for me while I'm gone. And so my cucumbers are getting too big. I thought maybe you was using the weather app, the weather channel. That's what I use. I use it mainly in the winter time, you know, for snow and stuff. So you can kind of prepare, you know. So I tell you, if there's going to be a blizzard like up north in Michigan or something, I don't care if I have time or not. I'm getting out of Dodge. Yes, sir. Kenworth, W900. Rick. Welcome in, Rick. You know your trucks, don't you? I bet you used to drive, huh? Or you currently drive. You know, I'm just out here driving my life away, looking for a better way. I ain't found a better way yet, but still working on it. If I ever find the secret, the key to getting out of the rat race, I'll definitely let you all know. Yeah, they are nice. They are. It's it rides good. The only bad thing about them really is the turn ratio, and plus it's stretched out like 8 feet. So yeah, you really got to know what you're doing. You know, the backing is a little different. Yes, you drive. All right. Oh, 1st of November, you're a rookie. All right. Well, I'm glad to have you in here, Rick. Where'd you go to? Did you go to school, like a company-sponsored school? Do you drive for Stevens Transport or U.S. Express, Swift, Werner, or what? I'm curious. You got my curiosity. Well, congratulations, man, coming up on your 1st year. That's awesome. Local college, yeah, okay, yeah. Swift, all right. Did you go up to Chicago? Or they got something around where you're at? Just put me in 2026 T680. Oh, it's nice. I like them T680s. I don't think I've ever drove a T680. I've drove Kenworth W990s and W900s. Oh, you're from McAllen? Okay. So you probably stay in Texas, don't you? Stay local. You could probably find a good local job in Texas. I mean, you're down there, man. You could make some real money down there on them oil fields driving a truck. You know, probably you might have to have 1 or 2 years experience first. Hit that subscribe button, Rick, so you can jump in and we can talk more about this stuff. Been OTR. Yeah, I've been OTR since I started driving. I actually started out with US Express 8 years ago. I was on a dedicated account in Auburn, Indiana, hauling freight for Walmart up in Michigan, Ohio, all that stuff, and I actually quit, and then I ended up driving for an Amish guy. He paid me really well, like really well, and I got lucky. I didn't drive for a mega carrier, because the money is in well, you got money in the oil field. You did? I appreciate that, Rick. If you don't care, I'm going to pin that comment. But the money is not in the mega carriers. And don't get me wrong, you can make some money in time with them. But my advice is, I mean, it depends on the person, really. I don't like those big companies like Swift and all those, Warner, you name it, you know. The only reason I like US Express is because that's where I started. But now, Knight Transportation owns US Express. They own Swift, too. They're basically the parents of Swift and US Express. Knight Transportation bought US Express for like $810 million. That's been a few years back. How old are you, Rick? Are you still young? You're 35? Okay, I'm 36, Rick. Yeah, you get freedom with smaller companies. You get a little more leeway. You know, and people know you by your name instead of your number. Which some people don't mind that stuff, like being micromanaged. Some people wouldn't have it any other way. But you gotta start somewhere. I'm in Ohio, Rick. We headed to the Motor City. Go hang out with the Michiganders. We in the Buckeye state. About to come into Dayton, Ohio. I'm from Tennessee. I live in Tennessee. I'm a volunteer. Go Vols! Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Yeah, I thought I heard something about that. Where'd you hear that at, Rick? I'd say they'll just replace it with something different. Like these W900s they're iconic. There goes the T680 Milk. I'd say they just don't sell a lot of them because these trucks are like $300,000, close to it. Whatever you do, Rick, don't fall for that lease purchase stuff. The website, okay. They're going to make some legacy editions. And that's it. Really? Okay, I'll have to check. I'll have to look into that. Lady's calling me. That'll just make the prices of these like be worth more money. Hang on, y'all. The wife's calling. back. Goodness gracious. Hey, Lawrence. Good afternoon to you. Almost good evening on the East Coast in the great state of the Buckeye state of Ohio. Yeah, double tap that screen. Let's make a, on my end it's showing 9 likes. Let's hit double digits, yo. Because all I'm trying to do is get the merchandise to where you all need it, to where the consumer needs it. I'm a consumer as well. That's why we pay taxes. Because we are consumers. Oh, that's pretty sweet. There's big old giraffes over there, huh? On top of the storage units. I think that's what that is. No, that's a flea market. That's pretty neat. Oh, it's pretty sweet. I need to come up here one day and go to that. Hurry back to Trader's World. I love that you guys are so welcoming and saying hello to the people that drop in, that are new, saying hi and stuff. I love that. I never thought that starting a YouTube channel would be so cool, you know. Like getting to meet, people, talk to you, man, that's awesome. It's nice to know there's good, genuine people out there. What are you hauling, driver? I am hauling some medical supply to the Motor City. There's a bunch of drivers jumping in the chat here today. We just met Rick. Rick is a new driver. He's been driving almost a year, and I reckon Lawrence probably used to drive, or he's been heavily involved in trucking. Or he might have been a DOT officer. I don't know. What are you there, Lawrence? Fail. You as a driver, okay. You still drive or you get out of it. You put your dues, you paid your dues, you got out. I guess the speed limit's 70. I'm just gonna hammer down if I see blue lights back there, it is what it is, there's the speed limit sign, 65. We figured it out. We're going to do the speed limit. That's what we're going to do. Wink, wink. Oh, you got out. Lawrence got out. You know, I don't blame you, Lawrence. Like, did you retire from it, or you like, you done it long enough and you got out of it? I am thinking about getting out of it. I don't know. I don't know. If this stuff works out in Indiana that I got going on, I'll come and see you, Kels, or you can meet me somewhere. We can meet each other. But I'll obviously have somebody with me, a friend of mine. Hopefully that works out. I hope it does. We'll still be traveling, we just won't be driving a truck. I'm from East Tennessee, across the river in the mountains. That's me. I'm a country boy. I got a 4-wheel drive. Funny. It's just so funny when I do lives. That's when everybody calls. I don't get it. Yeah, Kels, I will let you know. I will. Yeah, I'm working behind the scenes on stuff, you know. It's taken a while. Hopefully it works out. We don't know yet. Communication is going on. We're trying to figure it out. And, you know, so hopefully it goes in my favor. Hopefully. But yeah, if that works, I'll end up having to come to Indiana for a little bit, and I'll be getting out of trucking. We won't be trucking, but we won't know. Maybe we won't know. It might be another month or 2 or 3 to do. But we will still be traveling, so that'd be great. I'll still be able to have it on the dash driving down the road, but we just won't be in a truck. And I'll keep my CDL as well. I do too, Kels. I do too. I hope it does as well. RET got DLK around too much. I'm trying to figure out what that says, Lawrence. No, I'm not. I won't be moving back to Indiana. And that GMC's hammering down. Look at him go. He must have drank some Red Bulls because he's got wings. You know, I did think about moving back to Florida. There's so many options and so much stuff going on. But man. Get out of this left lane, that's one thing I gotta do. Yeah, I thought about moving back to Florida and then going down there and driving for Publix. I reckon they make pretty good money. And they're home every day. But man, I'm thinking about that, and then you get to thinking about the population of Florida and how the traffic is. And how they got like 10-minute red lights, like, I don't know. Lord says, come on home. Where's home at, Lawrence? Florida? Is it Florida? Yeah, but I really, there is a lot of options. There's a few, really, but there's just one that I really want, and that would be great. I cannot get out of this left lane. I am trying. So if anybody's like, "Hey, what are you doing out of the left lane?" Oh yeah, where are you at? What? You on the east? You on the west side of Florida? Hillsborough County, that's where I live. Around Valrico and Bloomingdale. That's pretty cool. That'd be something if you was in Hillsborough County too. I was supposed to be in Florida today. I was going to go down there and visit for the week and stay in Riverview, East. WPB. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah, I go down there all the time, Lawrence. Like all the time, going down to Miami. I ain't been to Miami in about a month or so now. I was going to take a vacation down there to West Palm Beach one year, but I haven't. You know, because at the time I was going to do it, I looked into it, and I reckon like really wasn't a real like safe place to vacation because of the games. I was going to do it anyway. I like Florida's law. You know, I don't like all their laws, but they got that. It's a stand your ground state, and I support that 100%. That's how the way it should be. You should be able to stand your ground. somebody trying to hurt you, you should stand your ground and defend yourself. You shouldn't just bow down and let somebody just conquer you. That don't sound right. Yeah, that's the way some states are, though. Washington, Oregon, California is that way. If somebody wants to hurt you, you're supposed to lay it on them. Like, what? Coming into Dayton. Come on, driver, what you doing? I'm gonna go around. Let's go. Can't be in this right lane too long because this lane gets jacked up. Around this handicap real quick. I don't see Ohio out there nowhere, so that's a good sign. Oh, it's almost shift change. Night shift got to come in. Yes, sir. Absolutely have. I've been in every state on the mainland and Canada. Until the Canadians kicked me out. I guess they don't know what a good time means. Like they want you to be perfect. Like, you know what? Some of us like to live. I like to live. I'm only here for a short period of time, so like I want to live, you know. I guess the Canadians don't agree with my way of thinking. Alright, Kels. Yeah, I've been everywhere, Lawrence. I've sing that song like somebody else sang it too. Johnny Cash. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. Been to Fargo, Minnesota, Toronto, Sarasota. I have an old soul, Lawrence. I have an old soul. Got an old soul and a young heart. Yeah, I got the spirit of somebody from, you know, way back in the day. Because sometimes my spirit just gets like down, like it just, it's like, man, you know, I don't get it. So then my young heart's like, hey, let's go raise some hell. And then my soul comes alive. You know what I'm saying? No, somebody does. I've been to Florida and South Carolina and New Jersey. I like South Carolina. I kind of like Florida. I like Florida. You know, I go down there all the time. I live there. Family there. Friends, got some friends there. in South Carolina, down in Charleston. Every time I was in Charleston, I'd go over and see him. But then he moved, him and his wife, they moved to Kentucky. And now that friend is a preacher at a church in Kentucky. I told him the other day, I was like, man, you got, send me that address. I'll come to church, to your church one day. Lord just turned 65 this year. Well, happy belated birthday or happy early birthday, Lawrence. Dwayne, you owe me an explanation. Where'd this rain come from, Dwayne? Where'd it come from? Dwayne told me that it was clear. Like, what happened? Yeah, happy birthday, Lawrence. Everybody say happy birthday to Lawrence, please. That's nice. He's in his golden years. Yeah, Dwayne, where you at, Dwayne? You owe me an apology. You got to explain yourself. What are we seeing here? I mean, this clearly, is this a dream? Because I see water. Am I seeing water? Are you seeing water too, Kels? Yes, sir, Lawrence. Anytime, my brother. Anytime. If I ever come down to West Palm Beach, maybe we can have lunch together down there somewhere. There really ain't nowhere to park a truck down through there. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Patrick. I do. Out the door. Loud and proud. What's going on, Patrick? Everything all right, brother? Falling on my head. Whoa, what are we doing? Goodness, driver, why'd he do that? I'm glad I had my brakes on. That's right, you're over here somewhere, ain't you, Patrick? I'll be passing you. What's mile marker 74 or something you live at, right? Are you up by Toledo? Or you're south down here? I can't remember. Yeah, we're back here, man. Hello, where you been? I'm at mile marker 53. Where are you at around here, Patrick? I got a friend, a girl a girl that's a friend that lives up here in Dayton. We grew up together. I think she's a dentist or something. A dentist assistant or something like that. I've not talked to her in a while. Who was blocked? I'm confused. Okay, we learned something new, Manilow. I'm sure none of us knew that. Over here, John is another word for toilet. Did you know that we Americans refer the toilet to John? You probably didn't know that, just like we didn't know you referred it. Another word for road. Raindrop, drop top, thinking about tacos nonstop. Goodness gracious, man, his trailer almost hit me. Come on out there, Chrysler van. Come on out there. Yeah, Dwayne, he lied. He said the rain was over in Columbus. He lied and he jetted. He ain't been back since. road. I feel like I've heard that Dunny before, Manilow, but I don't know what it is. You British people are different. Oh, yeah, that's where I've heard that, yeah. I got you, Manilow. Manilow, what's a F-A-G? F-A-G in England. I can't say the word because YouTube will see it as something different. When we're just talking about your culture. I like when Manilow talks about his culture. I'm not too familiar with British culture, and they're friends, you know. So nice to know who your friends are. Right. See, that I knew. How's it rain? Paper and mail is another word for money over here. I'm trying to think of other things. John is toilet. I'm probably missing some stuff though. I guess for the most part, we call things for what they are. I mean, Gen Z, they started this weird thing where they say a bunch of weird stuff. I guess where Gen Z hasn't quite figured out or done anything new, they just created some lingo that makes no sense. Oh, right here, okay. Vandalia. There's a truck stop here. Flying J. I'm gonna have to stop somewhere and get fuel. And doubles came over on us. Hey, we got 10 likes. I appreciate you. Thank you. Toot. Yeah, that speedway. I think it's one of these speedways right here, Patrick, that you can get a truck into and get there and get some food. He does, doesn't he? It raining at your house, Patrick? I'm assuming it is. Me and Patrick's backyard right now. Probably lives up there in one of them houses. Northwood Boulevard. There's Kroger. There's that Flying J. There it is. Man, yeah, Dwayne's got some serious explaining to do. It's good all the way to Motor City. It's pouring cats and dogs out here. Oh yeah, cats and dogs, man, hello, that's rain. Well, like heavy rain. It's raining cats and dogs. See how that just came through me? Because it was raining. I couldn't think of nothing to tell you what another word meant. So yeah, if you hear somebody say it's raining cats and dogs, it means it's raining heavy. If you hear the word white lightning, that means moonshine. Only real moonshine. They call it a bunch of different names. Yeah, he definitely looked at the wrong radar. He needs to update his radar to something better because what he's using ain't working. His radar said, hey Dwayne, it's perfectly sunny and beautiful, man. If you want to go for a walk, go for one. And then you get soaking wet. Because it's pouring cats and dogs. On the shoulder, he's got his left turn signal on. Must have his four ways on. He must have that side out. The fuse must be blown in that truck. Hey y'all, just for a second, I'm gonna have to jump off this live for a second, but I'm not gonna end it. I gotta make a quick phone call, and I'll open this back up. So just bear with me a second. Okay, never mind. Never mind. That ain't working out. Is this that speed McDonald's got a playland in there. Must be where KLM is going. That speed lane. I believe that's it. The Speedway's got some okay food. Is that it? What's that? No, that ain't it. I don't believe it's it. Yeah, they didn't have service where he lives at. He don't have service, and what he does is he plays video games a lot. So I mean, he's got Wi-Fi. Every time I go to his house, my phone just connects to his Wi-Fi. But for some reason, he doesn't have service at his house. That's how you know he's home. You call him and he goes straight to voicemail. He's at the house. Where's Ohio sitting over on his shoulder with his lights on? Nobody ever wants to talk to me, Kels. They're like, oh man, Gunner's calling. He probably got a job for me to do, and I'm not going to answer it. Oh, see, I said that 3-letter word. J-O-B, man, people run away from it. You know, you can't say J-O-B and you can't say that 4-letter word that starts with a W and ends with a K. Say those words, man, you're liable to give somebody a heart attack. Almost to the 2 lane. We lose that left lane here in about 3 more miles. Let's see, there's miles there. Roughly 4.8 miles. Yeah, pretty much. on the ramp, not in the road. That's why they're designed that way. That's why the off ramps got a hill on them, the on ramps got a hill going down. It's that way for a reason. So get off the interstate at high speeds, they help you slow down going up the hill. And getting on a road where everybody's flying, you go down a hill, get up to speed faster. And people out here on the interstate slam on their brakes. That plane ends half a mile. How much is live? 2 hours. Hey, somebody gave us a like. Yay, thank you. Toot toot, baby. Toot toot. Toledo, 126 miles. Sydney is 18 miles. I believe I will stop in Sydney. Get some fuel. Gotta get some petrol. Get some petrol and get some dinner. Hey, Delana. Hey, how are you? It's been a while. How are you doing today? That is fantastic. The corn's getting tall. That is a nice field of corn. It's like it's all exactly the same height. Thanks, Bob. Back in Tennessee. It was hot when I left earlier. Well, you're about 3 hours away from me, though. 2.5 hours. It might be raining over in your neck of the woods. So I think you're out in Franklin or down by Chattanooga. I can't remember. Yeah, it rained last night at my house. It poured rain. We was out sitting on the back porch. Well, it wasn't the porch, but anyway, we was outside sitting out there just talking, and it started just pouring rain out of nowhere. Like nobody even saw it coming. So we just went through the house and got on the front porch. And we never sit on the front porch. We always sit out back. You're probably like 2 hours, 2.5 hours from me. I'm in Claiborne. Yeah, southeast. That's what I was thinking. Southeast. Oh wait, southeast. Oh, you're southeast. Okay, so you're probably about 2 hours away. You tell them, right? Give it a big old kiss, and if you don't feel lovey-dovey, just give it a big old slap. Take your finger, double tap that screen. Still with the same girlfriend right here. That's good. Making it work, huh? Our young buddy Ray's in love. Two hours, 15 minutes from here to Claiborne. Okay. Well, see, I was thinking 2.5 hours. Yeah, Steve, he lives in the Blue Ridge Mountains in South Carolina, I believe. He's about 2.5, 3 hours away. I just went down to Dollywood, when was that? Well, I think it was back about the end of June. All right, Ray. Yeah, I think I'm about to end this one. I got to charge my phone up. My charger's not working. There's Dwayne. What? Where have you been? There he is. Yeah, we ain't happy with you, brother. 4 hours away to Greenville. Greenville ain't that far from me. I go to Greenville all the time and see some family. We went, last time we was in Greenville, we went over there to decorate the graves back in May for Memorial Day. I mean, you'll have to earn that dessert tonight, Dwayne. You told us a fib. You said it was going to be hammered down, clear skies and everything, all the way to Motor City. And you know what we ran into? We ran into a downpour. Straight cats and dogs. We got soaking wet. Just around Dayton, Ohio. Everybody in chat was like, "Oh, Dwayne, he needs to explain himself." Oh, here's Sydney. Yeah, I'm not stopping here. I'm not stopping in Sydney. What are we doing here? that. Guys, I guess I'm probably about to jump off here. The long charger I usually have connected to it right now is not working, so I'll have to put the charger, put it on this other charger. We was calling for you. Yeah, we was calling for him. He was MIA. Listen in action. He went and took a shower. He was gone long enough to take a shower. That's called talent, Dwayne. Got it going on. But guys, I'm gonna have to end this. I gotta charge my phone up, and I still gotta make some phone calls. And maybe I can do all this and start another live here in a little bit. I don't know. Usually I only like to do about 2 a day. Would 3 be bad? If I got a live a little bit later after I charge my phone, would that be bad or would that be good? Or y'all be the judge. I don't know. Let's see right here, left lane, hammer down. Rain up here too, Dwayne. Look at that over there. Can't tell if it's coming this way, but it looks like it is. It's more rain again. It's picking up. Alright, y'all, it's checkout time. Thank y'all for being here. Love y'all. We'll see you another day, probably tomorrow, maybe later on today. I don't know if I'll do a live or not. We shall see. I am starving and I gotta get some fuel. Oh yeah, it's headed east. It already rained here. food they got over at that marathon. I don't know if I've ever stopped in there. I bet that's a cool place. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. It's been great getting to know everybody. We'll see you later. Check out time, sir. Y'all enjoy the rest of the evening. Be safe. We'll see you back in here tomorrow. Tomorrow. I love you. Tomorrow. We're only a day of